So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End.
Hippolytus is narrating now. Uh-oh.
In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth.
Wait, no, is that Emmett? No, it's both of them.
The curtains may fall
it's
again
both of them.
and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell.
The nest.
So, let them bring it to a close, I say.
All the ruined worlds
Let
are
the curtains
here.
fall upon this. The
Final chapter.
In
the tale of the star. Oh. What's that?
Is this a dead star?
What the fuck?
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
This like old radio music.
The area.
Yeah, it sounds like an old radio.
The ship we leave in your care.
Oh my god. It's a singularity. Oh my god. Wow. Holy fuck. Tira, base Omicron. Abode of the Aya. Oh. I can't guarantee we'll be of help in these strange surrounds, but I've readied a provisions note in case of emergency. Of course, if you encounter any real danger here, I expect you to return to the Ragnarok at once. This is incredible! Wait, hang on. Whoa. Alpha? What is this letter? What is this S? We're fortunate this place can support life, albeit barely, I suspect, given the torpid, still quality of the air. But never mind that. We must find Thancred. Let's begin our search from the prow of the ship. It seems as good a direction as any. Try not to stray too far, lest we lose sight of one another. There is just a fucking singularity hanging above us every single second. This is where they've been all this time. The end of the universe, the edge of the universe, the edge of all creation. I'm at a loss for words. The music, too. Ostrakhan Deca Octo. Oh! Deca Octo was one of the sisters! That was one of her names. On. Henna. Deca Hexai. Tria. These are all of the sisters. And necropowers. There are petrified dragon. Is this the remnants of the... Is this the remnants of the Star of Dragons? That Midgar Sormer fled from? This is part of it. All of the dead stars have made this place, haven't they? And one of those dead stars is Star of the Dragons. Oh, hell. Jesus fucking Christ. Dynamis crystal? What? I got a Dynamis crystal. Hey, Alizé, there's a dragon right next to you. I see no one else in this barren waste, do you? I see a dragon! And why do I feel like we're not alone? Like there's another presence with us. Something dark. And mournful. I don't know, Alizé. Why do you feel that way? What? Why do you feel that way? Ruins. But of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything. This is another dead world, isn't it? Another dead world. This is a graveyard of stars. That's what this is. A graveyard of stars. These remains have long since turned to ash, and yet they retain their form. Dynamos crystals are used in making level 90 crafter and gatherer gear. Aha! I see. This is insane. I don't know how to take this all in. The metallic pillar has been partially melted, like someone in the distant past, likely sometime in the distant past. The damage does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately. Rather, it calls to mind the indiscriminate destruction often wrought in the heat of battle. Is this the star that used the weapons of mass destruction? Is that what this is? There's a structure here in front of me, yes? A tower of some sort, partially melted. In a strange twist of fate, it seems that our perception of this place, it's not so different as it would be elsewhere. The world as I used to see it, it feels as though I am dreaming while awake. This is more than the faded memory Matean led us to believe. Look here, this part is relatively intact. The intricate design of the top suggests it is man-made, though its builders were surely not men as we conceive of them. Having said that, I swear I've seen this pattern before. Pattern? Is this the civilization that made Omega? Oh! This is the star that created Omega! The star created weapons of mass destruction, such as Omega! Okay, hang on. How dare they use the theme from the launch trailer as the area theme music here. This song is a weapon of mass emotion. Especially all faded out here. Like the radio. Oh my god. Holy fuck! Beth, come here. I just walked to this cliff here. Look what's below me. Dark above. Blinding below. I don't trust any of this either. This is very much an FF game final zone. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I thought this hill might afford a better view of our surroundings. A poor decision in hindsight. Besides the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. From what I can tell, we are near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Take a look at this place. A tiny island, surrounded by water. Brownie points to anyone that got that reference. Kingdom Hearts, yep, there you go. Were you able to find anything? As I feared, and still no trace of Thancred. He got by the Elder God. There is nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see, which unfortunately isn't very far. And dragons for some reason. Though I can't help but suspect that someone or something is here. There are times when I sense it drawing close, and then a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. I'm telling you, this is so Lovecraftian here. Leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. I'm telling you about these dragons. I felt it too when I was near that thing. Yeah, I killed it. Do they not see it? What are you talking about? There's nothing there. Huh? Before we jump into any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Why am I the only one that sees the dragon? Agreed, we found only more questions when we are in desperate needs of answers. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's starboard we've yet to explore. The echo? Are those echoes? The memory of the star. I'm the only one that can see it because I'm the only one with the echo here. Let us try searching there then. What? Final Fantasy Twitter posted a collab with Grubhub? What? You get a pizza eating emote for it? You get a pizza eating emote for the Grubhub collab. What the fuck, man? Evangeline, a word before you join the others. Hello, giant echo dragon. That for some reason deals damage to me. Not very much, though. Rayatara. You know, Rayatara sounds like something in the dragon language, doesn't it? Oh! Oh! Estinian can feel the dragons! He has Nidhogg's eye! This feels very world terminus. Yes, 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 yes. The final fucking, the end of the world. The end of the world in Kingdom Hearts, yes. The final world in Kingdom Hearts, absolutely, yes. That's why I love this place so much. That fucking area That fucking area, when I played that game when I was a kid, that area horrified me, but it gripped my attention so much, especially the final caverns with like the small buildings that were like crumbling apart and like twisted and warped. This is very much that. Just in Final Fantasy. Oh man, yes, this is absolutely that. You see them too, don't you? The dragons! As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond of Midgarstormer and mine with Needhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Oh, this isn't the Echo. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live on Aetheris? The Dragon Star! Bah, better to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons that can see as well. They can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them, I wonder? Their star died. The star of the dragons died. Right. It's so broken. What the fuck? Oh, this one I can talk to. See, look. I once again have no words. Oh man. They look so drained.
Dragons? Here?
What you see is a memory of a world that once was.
Star of the Dragons.
A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred, where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
What?
Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words.
Did she dissipate Thancred?
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist.
She's using the dragons as a despair battery? Oh my fucking
In
god.
like manner to the oblivion I send. I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed.
How are we going to fight something that can just unmake us?
Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word.
Green?
Survive.
Survive. Oh.
That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure. That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Oh my god.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business. Huh?
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
This really is cosmic horror.
Meteon holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
Thancred?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
There's no way he's dead. There's no
Agreed.
fucking way he's
We
dead.
can't turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
Eve will remake him with the Azem crystal. She will. She will. Two more quests until my level up. Oh my god. On burdened wings. That's Sigma. I'm not sure what this is. Soul without body, a form of being which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state when residing in the first. The circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Regardless, in sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it, and ascertain the nature of this realm, that we might confront and defeat Matean. Astinian, Evangeline, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I would ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. If there is a path that may lead us to our quarry, we must find it. The W is a lowercase omega. So these are all Greek letters then. Very well. We can reconvene here when everyone has finished. Meteon has said these dragons are shadow and shade, from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they're not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation, so please be careful. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may. Well, time to talk to some dead dragons. Well, okay, time to attune to an aetherite. Fucking darkness. Oh, it's fair skies. Fair skies. Good weather. When the aetherite is broken. You drinking? Thou art unlike the others. This place ill befits thee. Do not tarry over long. Who are you? The telling of my tale alters not its course. If thou knowest my brethren once ruled these skies, will our kingdom return? Did I boast that I was first among our hunters? Will the comrades I failed live again? Nay, once I lived, and now I await the coming oblivion. Nothing more. What's this place? This is not our home. To our home did come the metal demons, who of life and joy scoured it clean. Omega! These are mere bones, and among them do we rest our wings forevermore. Lead us now to our morning, traveler. Thou wilt find no solace here. A visitor, not of this star. Could thy slender hands bring plague to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame? Oh, how we would adore thee, alas. Oh, man. With time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for its inexorable march unto oblivion. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. Ugh. They've been stripped of everything but despair. Oh my god. This is fucking dire, y'all. To dwell on the past yieldeth not. Our desires meant little to our destiny, and less now. Yet regrets find me nevertheless. Come not. Beyond that— wait, hang on. Did I miss something there? Oh, okay. Beyond that distant veil, paradise lost. So glorious, so beautiful. We were a proud and noble race, strength embodied. We knew only love before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share, nor conviction did they have to guide them. A crushing defeat. Never had we known such shame. Stilled now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burdened by ignominy. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion. Ere the metal came, my kin were many and splendid. Elegant worms like unto ripples on the water. Worms possessed of limbs so powerful as to rend the land in twain. Worms I have long since forgotten, faces lost to the tides of time. I wonder if Midgar Sormer might awaken here? Oh, I really hope so. He's been sleeping for too long. Drink not of this spring. Tainted are its waters, and thy dainty form hath not the capacity to withstand it. I'm dainty. Listen, Eve's blood is corrosive. I think she can handle a little spicy water. A little spicy water. She probably still shouldn't drink, though. Thou wouldst bid me speak. Folly. I observe the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar. Only watch, and wait, and end. But one sight yet stirreth my blood, tempteth me to rise my voice in lamentation. Knoll, the cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go, if that be thy will. I shall remain. There? Unsung dragons. Jeez. This is depressing to the extreme. Yeah. Yeah, holy shit. I am enraptured by this. I don't know how to even... Oh no! Oh no! They're all dead. I think this person is taking it all in too. They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. It's a hatching ground, or was. I've seen similar on Atheris. Midgar Stormer's kind must once have lived and thrived in a place such as this. Ritra said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This then is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. Oh, fuck. Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. The gelatinous, half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggested failed to emerge. Oh my god. Holy shit. A murky liquid has pooled inside this eggshell. The noxious feeder is indicative of contamination. Gingerly lifting a large egg from the viscous mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. Oh. This egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonet within succeeded in hatching. What's this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. If the dragonet was indeed hatched, there is no sign of it here, or its sire for that matter. We should look for them. You start with the cliff tops and I'll search the plains. Okay, Square. Thank you for leading me to this place filled with dead infants, murdered babies. Thank you for showing me that, Square. Thanks. 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 What's going on here? Oh. How? Oh. Bereaved dragon. Malform. Oh no! No! Don't make me do this! No! I had to kill it. The boisterous howling hath been quieted. By thy hand, I presume. Everything all right? I thought I heard a dragon or something resembling one. I see what's happened here. Is that your child? Perhaps. Some eggs within Amnul are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament to our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, we gave answer. It was a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. When they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. Oh my god. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild, a futile effort. In pure soil replete with ether did we once cultivate our nesting grounds, but our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. What few survived to hatch emerge as abominations. We shall have no new progeny. But there are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won, they too were reduced to ash and waste. 'Tis the curse of those who seek life, to be drawn into conflict, to conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait, you claim your kind is doomed, but there is another star! Test of will. They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed, a pain I understand and wish that I did not. What fools we were. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come. Before, Eve's hair would have been the only bright thing in this place. But now, not even that. I guess in a way this place suits her. Now isn't really the time for the triumphant quest completed jingle! I am sad, our people are dead, our babies are murdered. Ba 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 ba! Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? I see. They wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Evangeline Estinian. As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found. There's no small amount of debris floating about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. but it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. It would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside this space is as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the pirates to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Meteon told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key, but I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest the bridge to lead us to safety. So what you're saying is, we've no way forward. At present, if it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteons, but the dragons that hold us here. They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Oh shit, accidentally clicked. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof, the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteon meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again in like manner, by overpowering the prevailing emotions. Was Ultima Thule's architect, Meteon herself, against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills. Though I marked no leader among them, as such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most. Potent enough, mayhap, to dictate the course for others, and thus their domain to follow. He spoke but few words, carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his calcifying heart. Mayhap one of you will fare better. Let's ask Midgarstormer. Then I shall guide thee. I'll end, they call him, in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Is that him over there? I talked to him. Well, what have we to lose? Let's get going. Hey, Midgarstormer. Your people are really depressed. They're super depressed. Or Estinian will give his body to Needhog for a time. How about that? If he were to take Needhog's form. What a fucking place. I'll end.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Whoa! Heaven's Word music! Hello!
waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Aye, our pride is crushed and our souls corrupted. The winds are stilled and the heavens offer no comfort. There is nothing left for our kind. Our long lives a curse as we await the end. Still a stone we shall become.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the Expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Our kin on another star? And yet, upon thee do I smell the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home?
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It mattereth not whither we fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retribution's wheel turn. And so, on the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it. To stare into the face of your foe.
Yes!
And see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Whoa, Estinian, maybe you're going a little too hard. Bird?
Estinian!
No, he's
Stay
too
back.
determined. He's too determined. Wait, this was one of the Meteons. Dignity tarnished, crimson stained. Our misery, our shame, too much to bear. Release us from war, from life.
I see. Theirs is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
Huh?
No! Not Estinian too!
Are we gonna start losing them one by one? Stinian's emotions are
There's a wind.
changing this area.
He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
Oh no! Alfie!
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
Oh no! We gotta go! We'll get everyone back. We will. We will get them back. Oh, man. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep walking. We gotta keep walking onto the end. Forge ahead. Wind conflict. Look there, the wind. This isn't Estinian's doing. I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, that was terrifying. Thank you, video game. We're ever closer to the singularity. A powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The other sound should arrive before long. He did it. He found a way forward for us. The dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war. Yet Estinian knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. And he's still fighting, Alphino, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here, why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Alize is right. We must press on for their sake. Okay. What else are we going to see? Oh! Shadowbringer! Can't wait to see this one. Hang on. Did I get a title off of this? I did not. Huh? Maybe it's gonna be like a level 90 quest. I don't know where I would check that. Plus. Here we go. Hang on. Here we go. Oh no, there isn't. No, there's no new title. There's no new job title in this game. Interesting. As Y'shtola and Alize said, we must continue. Notice the change in our surroundings? Perhaps this is the memory of an altogether different world. It would be prudent to learn more of it then. Tread carefully lest we lose our footing in this sand. Sand! Matean told us of a world that was nothing but sand. Oh, look at it just floating there. The bones of men buried beneath the sand. There's... Ew, that's a beholder over there. Other one! Well, you know what? No better time to test it out. Damn, that's cool. Hang on, let's see it again. Yeah, that's awesome. Drifting Aya. Oh, look at that. An ether current. Hang on. I'll go grab that. What are they? What? Whoa! Whoa! Look at it! Oh, its head came off! Kinda cute. Okay, I should go talk to the Scions. Ruins. Were it not for the violet crystal embedded in its surface, 'twould appear as ordinary stone. A curious script hath been etched upon them. Alas, it is not a language with which I am familiar. I cannot say I recognize it either. Nor I. The dragons, from what I recall, preserve their knowledge in song and eschewed the written word entirely, so we may assume this is the work of another race, one we have yet to encounter. Meteon claimed the dragons' world suffered a slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. What life we find here, like as not, doth wend its way towards a similar end. You see. What do you suppose is over there? I'm not sure. It's hard to make out at this distance, but its surface seems to bear the same crystals as this monument. Meaning there's a chance we may find whoever built them both. We should go and have a look. Come on. This is everything I could have wanted. This is amazing. I need to learn more. No. Do I really gotta? Yeah, I didn't think so. Hey, buddy. Ah, it's a little black mage. It's a little black mage. Hail, travelers. This is the most unexpected occurrence. Yeah, it's got like stars on it. Oh, hello there. Is this your home? Indeed it is. Ah, forgive me. I had forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting those with whom one is unacquainted. When the vibration of vocal cords was still required to convey our thoughts and intention, Aya, I believe, was the pronunciation used when referring to our people. Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this appellation. As for nomenclature to address my individual person, I believe it would be pronounced Kafkud. Yes, Kafkud of the Aya. We have encountered beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never one that is wholly without voice. I presume we are having this conversation via the medium of ether, or dynamis as the space is suffused with vast quantities of it. Fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my presence is positive then. That is well, for there is something I wish to ask of you. Like yourselves, we Aya are ether-based life forms. Therefore, it may be surmised that your bodies are of comparable biological composition to those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the 5 senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. In total, I prepared 198,712,180,827. That's a lot of questions. We gotta go, man. We gotta go! That's rather a lot, isn't it? Ah, my apologies. I have omitted a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporeal vessels long ago, we have rediscovered a need for the flesh, and have endeavored to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for sensations once experienced by our people, which may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environment. And the reason you need to regain corporeal forms? Why, to bring an end to our existence. Of course. Everything here is suicidal! Though need is perhaps too strong a word, it would be a simple matter to unmake ourselves through use of etheric extinguinators, but such a death seems inadequate. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh. We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. Very well. To ensure efficacious exchange, I hereby invite you to our home. Yes, the abode of the Aya, where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. I presume your consent to answer questions is indicative of a tacit approval of our plans, in which case your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, to be mindful of the Aya wandering the desert. Their desire for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous. Now, if you would follow me, what are they trying to take our bodies? This is going rather smoothly. Not that I'm complaining, mind. Even so, we mustn't forget their aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Though I fail to see why a civilization so seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all they have created. At any rate, we will find no answers dallying here. Let us be on our way. This is so fucking weird. What star is this? Oh, hello. Hello, shades from near. Hello, shades from near. Hello, literally the shades from near. This is insane. I don't have a picture of them ready, but yeah, there's... What is this? Oh, it's just a plant. Okay, I thought that was like a crack in reality or some shit. What the fuck? Arch Ada! Whoa, that is a hunt. See more of the singularity above us. Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers you will find remain idle in their domiciles, though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear. I speak, of course, of the violet crystalline constructs hanging from the stone structures there. You say they remain idle, but what of your work to regain corporeal bodies? An astute question, and understandable given your finite nature. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If, in our idleness, we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue said inspiration to its conclusions. That is why I was present for your arrival, and why I continue to engage with you still. But while the others are not currently in a motile state, rest assured they would not object were you to disturb their respite. You need only cast your thoughts towards one of the crystalline domiciles to communicate. They've evolved past a need to exist. This is something that we heard many times over. Beings that evolved so far that they evolved past their own happiness and destroyed themselves. You cast your thoughts towards the crystalline domicile, but there is no response. Roads paved. Sacrifice. You wish to speak? Very well. Pray, a moment if you would. Oh, there's an ether over there. That person had a good idea. Wow, even this one. It's like the core of an apple. Abode of the Aya. Why we seek our end, you ask? If you wish to know, I will tell you. Just a moment, I must remember. What form did I take when last I emerged? Wonder what's there in the distance. A strange moaning comes and goes, but soon fades into silence. Okay, that's weird. Woohoo! That's weird and creepy. What an exciting combination. Did your inquiries yield satisfactory responses? I see. If they fail to answer, then it is likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. They are not but concentrated ether now. Worry not, there are no others who have need of those lodgings, and they will not prove a hindrance to remain as they are. But more importantly, you said some few did answer your request for an audience, yes? I imagine they will be with us ere long. They've had ego death for so long that their minds have unraveled. Jesus! I had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few Aya have awakened. Ah, there they are. Friends! May I introduce you to Lalak, Dudik, and Naned. It has been too long, Kafkot. I dare say Saturn IV has since completed an orbit. Indeed, until the travelers brought it to my attention, I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. Travelers? Ah, of course. The ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is as plain to see as the neighboring systems, but my single account would fail to satisfy the requirement for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporeal forms and the divergence they afford, mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable. By the way, Kafkat, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travelers? That which one is expected to do when receiving guests, a matter of proper form. Detaching your head? Ah, yes. So long has it been, it had completely escaped my mind, and still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer. Come now, Neneg. The archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dolor. Surely you recall that much. Ah, of course. Food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh such as they must regularly replenish their ether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right! That's right! We duly invite you to join us in communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. If we have a chance to learn something, then I see no reason to decline. Excellent! If you would care to follow, we shall feast you on the purest ether. You can't just eat ether, can you? You can't just take a bite out of ether. Like one might take a bite out of crime. There's others over there. This facility is where we replenish our ether. There is no particular name for it, but we traditionalists sometimes use the word restaurant. Now then, if you would take your place of your comrades, the space will soon be awash with purest ether. Please absorb as much as you like. Is this a good idea? I think I see why they said this was the biggest X-Pack yet. What they accomplished here is next level, trumps even Shadowbringers somehow. The amazing thing here, the incredible thing here, is that not only does this trump Shadowbringers, but it also makes Shadowbringers even better. The things we learned and heard in that expansion, what we learn in here and what we learn here makes Shadowbringers even better. And that is true artistry in writing, I think. You brace yourself for a rush of sweet, sweet ether, but nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait a little longer. You brace yourself again, but again, so nothing seems to happen. Just as I had suspected, as meticulously as one might create the Aya's home world, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, to the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms of the recreated Amarat. However appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is the memories of the dead with whom we deal. So, did you have your fill of ether? Alas, we couldn't absorb it. A deficiency in our forms, it would seem. Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask how you normally replenish your ether? Eat bread. Through your mouths, you say? How very primitive and quaint! To think that their mouths serve not only to expel sound, but draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Though we regrettably could not partake of your magnificent feast, rest assured we feel your welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we could not fail to wonder, wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh, and thence to vanish? Will you not favor us with an explanation? You flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its charm, however. Very well, we shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the Aya yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believed we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. From the tangible such as the land to the intangible such as labor, there exist myriad hindrances to progress, but the most confining of all was the flesh itself. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see, too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. Furthermore, to simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives, untroubled by the failures of the flesh. Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations, until we finally decided to challenge the last of them all, the limit of knowledge. That is to say, deciphering the laws of creation. They aren't wrong. How much more we could do if we didn't have to eat or sleep? Maybe, but if we didn't have to eat or sleep, we wouldn't really have to do anything at all. And once we don't really have to do anything at all, eventually, maybe we won't really want to do anything at all either. I think having limitations and needs spurs us to care about our wants as well. We sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all extant phenomena and thence predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believed that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. And did you find the answers you sought? Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge of said truth is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you would learn more, we will share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. They are possessed of corporeal forms. Their lives readily ended. As those who have gone before, is it not our duty to warn them? What thinkest thou? Is Y'shtola gonna sacrifice herself? We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered, the truth of the universe. Seek us at the stone pillars just outside the bounds of the abode, a place called Elagea. This is sus. A fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led such an enlightened people to this indolent end. I don't know if hearing about this is a good idea. Where knowledge leads. The infinity symbol. Holy fuck, man. Ere we joined the Aya, there is one trifling matter I would fain investigate. Evangeline Grahatia, might I trouble you for your assistance? But of course. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode if you would kindly follow me. I know not what mischief you are plotting, Oriange, but I trust you have our best interests at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elagea. Lest you worry, we won't start without you. What do you suppose is up there? You know, the screaming madness of darkness and such? The one I'm currently getting closer to, as it were. As it were. Okay. It's too far away for me to get to, at least. It's scary. It's really scary. No, drifting Aya. You can't have my body. It's too cute for you to have. What are you... Huh? The wellspring of regret? What is this confetti? I was just checking if I could dive. You know, there's multiple voids. There's one there. There's one there, one there, one there. There's multiple voids. Dead. Wow, what a nice cheery zone this is. Dead Inside is the name of this. Oh my god. Aye, this place shall serve. Is it the spring that you wish to investigate? Pray forgive me, my friends, but there is naught to investigate. 'Twas but a pretense to speak in private. You have our undivided attention. You wanted to speak to two cats? As we have established here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou suppose this is possible? Creation magic. Meteon made contact with them while they still... Wait, Meteon has taken their hearts into herself. She said she did that. Oh! Wait! Every being we've spoken with here is Meteon! Everything we're talking to is Meteon! Which is why that dragon, when Estinian faded away, that dragon turned into a bird! Because Meteon turns into a bird! I'm inclined to agree. If Meteon can take the emotions of others as her own, I dare say she would be able to recreate them more faithfully than had she relied on any historical account. By which logic, she must have visited them while they still lived. The dragons and the Aya both. So too did I theorize, and upon that assumption, consider how those two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Meteon perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own. A heightened sense of empathy intrinsic to her nature as an entelechy. In the course of her starfaring journey, if she encountered beings who strongly desired a cessation of their existence, she would be powerless before that desire. Even as she possesseth the power to grant it the power of Dynamis. It is my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Meteon did unleash Dynamis and ushered the dragons and the Aya unto their doom. Oh. So, Meteon found stars that wished to die, and then she killed them herself. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourselves this. In the place where you stand, Whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? Ne'er again would I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades, and bringing thee into my confidence, I would remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the Crystal Exarch. I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, full knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest the favor and abide in faith as I fulfill mine own destiny. If you say my debt has come due, how am I to refuse? 'Tis indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet even if I must needs go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I have found within. The answer to the question, in what moment might I stand strongest? After all that we've been through, I will say only this. Do what you must. Do what you must and see your conviction through. I shall, my friend. I shall. Without further ado then, let us go to join our comrades. He's gonna be next, isn't he? Orianger. He's going to be next. I like Orianger! Let us be off to Elajaya. Oh. I really hope we don't lose them all forever. Please do not take away all of the Scions forever. Please. I really can't deal with that shit. Imagine if Orianger died here forever, and yet you had not picked up the hard mode quests in the Waking Sands. He would give you the quests and then fade away into the ether. Seems everyone is accounted for. Shall we then? Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well.
Oh.
Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not.
Okay.
We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world.
Okay.
We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3.
Oh.
As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating
That's nice of you,
how much
thanks.
time you have remaining.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
In the beginning, the universe was but a
The Big
tiny
Bang.
particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand.
Okay.
Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated.
That is indeed the expansion of the universe, and one day will begin to retract.
Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, We sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery.
The universe would one day retract. That's what we have found
The
as well.
stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies.
Entropy?
Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze.
Did they learn about entropy?
Many stars will be born.
Are these
And the universe
incubators?
will enter onto an eternal ice age.
Would you like to make a contract? You stole them. Make a contract and become a magical girl.
In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it.
That's just the way it is.
Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort.
Did you just pun at me?
Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost.
Because it's nice
No civilization
and fun.
would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir.
Maybe you just feel like doing stuff sometimes, you know?
Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators.
That's fucking... fucking chilling.
Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture.
It's chilling.
Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish.
Chilling. Oh, no! Shut up!
If you understand this, understand aught of our tale,
It was an
you
accident.
will abandon your quest for knowledge.
I just want to fight the hot topic bird daughter.
Truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure.
They knew that in their current state they would be forced to live through the heat death of the universe. No, it's not quite that, because they still did have the means to die through the etheric exsanguinators. They just felt like there was no more point in ever doing anything ever again, because eventually everything would end.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it.
Fuck yeah, Y'shtola.
Convinced though you
Girl
may be
boss
of this
them.
truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Tell him, Y'shtola!
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't! The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow.
Oh.
The universe may end, and all may be for naught, but I will live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you, and we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Oh, Y'shtola is gonna give herself up to counter it.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Azim's magic.
Oh.
So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic.
Why?
We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
Wait. Oh.
I shall join thee. As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Why?
Riange.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats.
Braha's next, isn't he?
This truth
I'm gonna
I
be
have
left with
learned in the
Alphino
course
and
of our journey.
Alizé.
And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality.
None of them can. None of the other ones can go because I need a trust party for the final dungeon.
Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
Thanks for taking your sweet time, Matean, by the way. Matean? Medion? I keep forgetting how it's pronounced. Talking is a reaction. Well, shit. That's only a full party now. Oh.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
The singularity.
Is that
Another star.
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew.
She wanted to end the cycle of rebirth.
True salvation lies not in dying.
Oh,
It lies in not being born.
that is so fucked
This
up.
is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Atheris.
She would silence the life stream.
To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun. Attain it if you can, before your friends' emotions fade away, along with their protection.
Dead sun. That's the final dungeon, isn't it? The dead sun. Oh, man. Level 90. Victory. I can't read this anymore. Are you all still ready to continue on? Then let us make for where that light shone. Ishtola and Oriange have opened the way for us. This is fucking dire. This is so fucking dire. Oh great, shade spider. Wonder. I see. So the name of each of these islands is the name of the sister that found it, wasn't it? Deca Octo, Treya, Deca Hexi, and Henna? I bet if we go back to Matean's dialogue, then we could kind of like link them up. The descriptions of the stars and these civilizations. That star. Yes, I can feel it. The ether emanating from the arcane pattern. This is the portal, and no mistake. Let us see where it leads. Gotta look this up. Well, this is all very Allegan. Oh my god, it is! There's the level checkers! This is Omega's world! This is Omega's world! Oh, well that died quickly. This is absolutely Omega's world. Hey, where are they? There they are. Amazing. Yet another civilization. Attacked as soon as you arrived. Not the most welcoming of places, is it? I wanted to keep going, but for your well-being, just a reminder, it is already 6. Oh man, I can't take a fucking break here. Hang on. Alright, so, Beth is just gonna preheat the oven, just to put some chicken tenders in the oven, and then once they're done, I'm gonna throw the stream up to, like, a BRB, and then I will make some fucking chicken wraps, and they will be amazing. The BRB will probably be for, like, 10 to 20 minutes. Okay, 30 is the maximum, yes. So, yeah, I'll be away for just a little bit. The stream will be up on a BRB, and then we'll finish Endwalker. But that's gonna be once the chicken tenders are done. We should also get the lay of the land to see how far we can go. I'll help out Alphina with that. In the meantime, you and Graha can search for friendlier folk. I don't know about that. This is just like evil machine's place. Apart from hostile beings, take care of your footing. I mislike the look of this terrain. Not knowing what the locals are like, you'd best take care of yourselves. We'll find you once we finish exploring. I'll definitely be back before the game would log me out, of course. I expect the twins will seek the outermost bounds of the Isle, so I propose we search the central area. There are machines patrolling here and there, sentinels in all likelihood. Like those you encountered, they will most certainly attack any who venture too close. So let us avoid them and look for others that appear more approachable. Level Tricker. Why are they level Trickers? Also, I see that wind current over there. This place is weird. What is going on up there? What is that fucking tentacly thing over there? Ah, kill. That tentacly thing over there. Overflow Omicron. Oh. These things are weird. There you go. Don't aggro on me. Ugh, fine. I'll kill your things for you. Jeez, they're aggroed on me. How fucking dare you? There you go. Broken Omicron. You. No, I wanted to get the ether guide. They booped me. They're booping me. Oh, this is gonna take fucking forever. Alright, let's single target this. Oh, I keep forgetting I have Shadowbringer. Jesus, that does damage. Wow, that's damage. 600. Jesus Christ. I like having a nuke. Oh, here's the aetheryte. Wow. What is this fucking place? Look at this shit. This was Omega's world. Oh, look at the text box. Greetings. Any requests you have of this unit should be made in a clear and concise manner. What do you do here? This unit has been designated MO51. This unit is responsible for the supervision and operation of the on-base energy plant. Please direct any complaints or suggestions regarding the plant to this unit. This unit will respond to them as efficiently as possible. This is Base Omicron, an outpost constructed to allow us to engage in combat with unfamiliar opponents. In accordance with Stigma 1's most recent orders, we are currently shoring up the base and our forces. Now we are awaiting further orders. Your cooperation is requested. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, that's a lot. Look, Evangeline, the machines here do not appear hostile. Let's see if we can communicate with them. Begging your pardon, but we are searching for the denizens of the star. Unknown life forms detected. Assigning general label interplanetary travelers. Greetings and welcome to the planet. The planet? What? Could you please repeat that? It appears your hearing organ is unable to process the name in our tongue. It may be translated into yours as Alphatron. Our people, meanwhile, are called Omicrons, and you stand within one of our outposts. The Omicrons, you say? And what is it that you do here? We are preparing for war! As we presently do not have a designated target, you have nothing to fear. Should your star become designated, however, you will be taken into custody and or terminated. Okay. Hey Dahlia, look at these. Dahlia, if you're still here, look at this fucking robot here. Damn. Not a little frightening, these Omicrons, but at least they seem to be forthright. I will see what else I can learn from this fellow. If you could try speaking with the others. It's a cool robot. There we go. Greetings, traveler. When venturing outside the outpost, beware malfunctioning units. They do not heed Sir's commands and indiscriminately attack all non-Omicrons. For the avoidance of confusion, be advised that Sir is the allies of Stigma 1. Sir issues instructions to our forces as the foremost of the 6 strategic matrices that bear the designation Stigma. Okay, there are 6 leader bots, I guess. Measuring combat capability. Result negligible. Subject falls outside targeting parameters. Hey, what's that fucking supposed to mean? Greetings, traveler. We are the Omicrons, and our objective is self-enhancement. In order to achieve this, we venture forth in conquest to acquire combat data and resources. Most recently, we succeeded in subjugating the homeworld of the beings whose strength was said to be without parallel, the dragons. Yet, though the endeavor yielded a wealth of combat data, the star was rendered barren and unable to yield resources. A subsequent costing determined that the losses incurred exceeded the gains. Oh, fuck. Since conquering the dragons, no new instructions have come from Sir, but we stand ready for deployment. Then do they know of Omega? What are they going to say about Omega? Blip loop. Autonomous weapon deployment complete. Vanguard armament upgrade complete. Munition levels satisfactory. Combat readiness assessment nominal. Awaiting instructions from Sir. Maintaining state of combat readiness. You learned a few things, so did I. Ere we share our findings, however, I believe it best to step outside the outpost. Come with me. there you are. Sorry, I ate one chip. We finished surveying the area. This will come as no surprise, but there was no way forward. There were portals like the one we used to get here, but those that worked only sent us to isolated isles. And then as before, we must locate the embodiment of the emotion that bars the way. What of yourselves? Did you find anyone to speak with? We talked to some robots. They want to kill things. So the Omicron seek to advance themselves through conquest. Following their victory over the dragons, they stand ready for the next campaign, but their leader has yet to issue new commands, and so they wait. In such a place, who could it be that fits Urianger's description? A soul whose yearning for oblivion surpasses all others. Urianger said this? During our investigation, before we joined you in Elegia. So that's the way of it. Why couldn't he just say it to all of us? Given what we know of this place, it's certainly a curious state of affairs. While the dragons and the Ea longed for death, the Omicrons longed for conflict. As much as that may lead to destruction, it must be considered a distinct desire. I bet it's the Sirs that want death. In order to find the source of this dominant emotion, I believe we should seek out their leader, the Sir. According to MO32, the first Omicron with whom we spoke, there is a console by which we might communicate with it. MO32 also added that it would be a pointless exercise, but that in itself, I believe, is worth investigating. What say you? Let's talk to the boss robot. Take me to your leader. So the console we seek lies on the far side of this isle. Given the nature of the ground, the route may not be entirely direct as it seems. Let us all watch our step as we make our way. Hang on. Wasn't there a world in which its superior life form, like in which like the deity, the deific being, destroyed all of its people in a fit of rage and then self-terminated instead of offering an answer? What if this was the Sir? The people of the star built all of these machines and built this Sir to control them. And then this Sir had the machines kill all of them. And then this Sir, believing it could no longer become so stronger, just destroyed itself in the end. I think that may be this star. Especially because this island is Decahexy, and I'm pretty sure that's the one that found that one I'm talking about. Wow, there's a lot of ether currents here. Oh, whoops. Grab these. There you go. Oh, this was one monster? Ha! Interesting. Oh, wait, fuck. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. Flying in this place is gonna be crazy. This appears to be the console. but it seems unresponsive. Would you take care to take a look at it? This is very Omega. We tried touching, smacking, and attuning with the console, but there's no response. No luck, I see. But there must be a way to activate it. There must.
Well...
Oh, whoops.
As am I. Operating such consoles is trying enough. But if we can't even activate it...
Give it a little smooch.
Perhaps there is a way.
Get a little smooch.
First, consider the world that has been recreated here. Its inhabitants were machines who gathered combat data to enhance themselves. And among the many wars they waged, the most notable was that against the dragons. As you've doubtless surmised, I believe this was the homeworld of Omega.
Absolutely.
Sid built a jamming device to defeat it, a device which generated massive bursts of lightning, its sole weakness.
That's all well and good, but what does that... Wait. You're not thinking to strike the console with lightning, are you?
That sounds good to me. If it worked in Final Fantasy X,
As a
it'll
matter
work
of fact,
here.
I am. Ask yourselves this. Why would an entity as puissant as Omega not be designed to
Puissant.
suppress the effects of lightning?
Puissant! It's puissant! It's a French word. It means strong.
Because it relies upon it, or something akin to it, as a source of energy.
My thoughts exactly. And there is a good chance the same is true of the Omicrons and their devices. So, shall I cast caution to the wind and try something reckless and dramatic?
Do it. Do it. Do it. Have at it. Better you than me. Eve can't channel elements.
Very well. Here I go.
Hi, please don't kill us.
It worked!
Open information to communications module 1. Connection established.
I'm not sure this is a friend.
Transmission. Strategic Matrix Signal 1 now online. As a primary strategic matrix, you may address me as Sir. Checking for new communications. None found. All units, please maintain current state. End transmission.
No. No.
Wait! We have questions for you. Of late, no mission orders have been issued. Why not? Has there been some manner of trouble?
There's nothing to kill.
The Extended Operations Unit is yet to determine guidelines for future assignments. All strategies are calculated, devised, and actioned in accordance with said guidelines. In the interim, all citizens are directed to maintain a state of combat readiness. End reply. Awaiting query.
Can you tell us why the Extended Operations Unit hasn't yet determined the guidelines?
Unable to comply. Information unavailable or access restricted.
What are the guidelines then?
In that case, is it possible for us to communicate directly with the unit?
Access denied. Unable to establish connection.
Is there anything you can tell us? Have there been any abnormalities, like a threat to the star or widespread unrest?
Reply. Negative. More citizens continue to operate at maximum effects.
So there's no need for this unit anymore.
Operations are suboptimal. Please proceed to a maintenance facility for evaluation. Otherwise, stand by at your designated post. End reply.
I can think why this thing would want to end existence.
Closing connection.
It keeps like closing its own connection as soon as possible.
I could activate it again, but I doubt it would be productive. What do you think?
Force it to stay open.
If all the Omicrons really were running as efficiently as it claimed, then I doubt they were hoping for life here to end. As this Sir told us, there just haven't been any new instructions, and everyone is standing by.
Should be standing by at any rate. If there are those that are neglecting their duties, perhaps we can glean a clue from them.
I don't know, they're weird machines.
We take another look around, and also try to find the operations unit.
I'm wondering if this is just a race of mechanical beings, or if these machines were created by the denizens of the star, which were all then wiped out. Let us focus our search on the outpost. Alize and I will try speaking with the Omicrons this time, in the hopes we might learn something new. Meanwhile, perhaps you and Graha could observe them from a distance. These beings are systematic and routine by nature. If there are any that aren't, it shouldn't be too difficult to spot them. If there are no questions, then let us begin at once. These guys are weird. As we came this way, I believe I spied a promising vantage point. Follow me. Over here. God, the map here looks so fucking weird. What the hexagons? Do not perceive me. Do not perceive me. Do not perceive me! I can't tell where they're facing. Are you gonna stop perceiving me? Thank you for stopping to perceive me. Okay. Behaving suspiciously. You! That's no Omicron, it's an Ambystoma, an especially lively one at that. Perhaps it's snug aboard the Ragnarok, but however it came to be here, it seems to be completely in its element. How the fuck? Hang on, what was that over there? Oh, that was a fan, never mind. Where? You being weird over there? The Omicron wanders around ceaselessly as if lacking a clear objective. Oh, you being weird over there? An Omicron wandering aimlessly? Where? There. It's just vibing. Aha, I see it. It's scratching its head. It's left the base. Let's follow it. Is this the thing that wants to die? Learn to love. Combat evolved. Oh, man, Halo 1, my favorite game. Ah! Fallow portal. Empty portal. Interesting. Went through the portal. It's not here, but it definitely came this way. It must have used the portal. Time to go through and see what we find. Now, what the hell is over here? Lambda. Oh. There are motorcycles on this dead star. Broken Omicron. Hey, how the fuck did you see me from over there? Get. There you go. Hey. Looks weirdly organic here. What is your query? Ah, you found it. What are you doing here? I don't fucking know. I am looking at the tree. Has this robot achieved sentience? Quite an unusual specimen. What is the device attached to it? The tree is a sample collected from another star. As it cannot survive in our environment, however, it requires life support. That is the function of the device. We go to such lengths to sustain it. Is there something special about this tree? Being foreign matter, protocol requires that we study it. As this task has been completed, the specimen may be discarded. However, when I behold the tree, I am made to feel as though there is a problem. In order to become strong, we have continued to enhance ourselves. Like we did countless others, we conquered the star once this tree came. It is the last remnant of a dead world, and there is nothing towards which it may aspire. Yet it grows, extends its branches, sprouts leaves, produces seeds. Why does it seek to continue? Why was it made to behave in such a way, and to what end? I do not understand. What is love? I see. Out of curiosity, does this pertain to your duty? No, it does not. My apologies. I shall return to my designated post and assume a state of combat readiness. So it was acting outside of orders. Perhaps it is simply a malfunctioning Omicron. These are by no means uncommon. But it may also be a unit possessed of the ability to make decisions, one not unlike Sir. I believe this bears further investigation. To endeavor to live even if we must depend on forces beyond our control. Uh-oh. Tell me, Evangeline, one day when this adventure becomes a part of your epic, do you think I will be mentioned in it? No. Maybe in a footnote! You're not here so you can be in a story. Forgive me. Let there be no doubt that fame and glory could not be further from my mind. And yet, I would be lying if I said that I don't relish the thought of my name being spoken in the same breath as yours. Dude, that's weird. Well, we had best get on with our task. Don't be weird, man. Tracking down Sir and understanding the nature of the emotion which bars our way. Dude's got a parasocial relationship with the Warrior of Light. Hello, world. Sorry, I just had a little PTSD there from O12S Savage Prague. Sorry, that's a little bit of PTSD there. We should return to the outpost for now. The others will wish to hear about the errant Omicron. those that do not know, Hello World is a very, very, very scary mechanic in which everyone has to memorize three separate a specific set of actions and movements based on what buff or debuff you receive. And there are two variations of it. It's very scary. We never did clear O12S. We did clear it, but off content. In Shadowbringers we did. Graha says you found a suspicious Omicron. That's good, because the units here were of no help. They all had the same thing to say about the extended operations unit, that there's no way to arrange a direct meeting. Still, that served to prove that it's business as usual at the outposts. But enough about us. Tell me you learned something more useful. So that Omicron we talked to, was the real stir, maybe? An Omicron trying to make sense of the meaning of life. None of the others were even a fraction as philosophical. This unit may well be in a position of leadership, perhaps even one of those that comprise Sir. As we know, the Omicrons invade other stars and enhance themselves using the spoils of conquests. With the technology at their disposal, they should be able to alter their bodies, be it in part or in whole. Setting aside the question of motive, if Sir, for example, wished to have an ordinary Omicron's body, I see no reason why it would not be possible. Oh, it's gonna turn into something that looks like Omega, huh? The problem is how to go about ascertaining if that's what's happened. When I attempted to probe further, it promptly ended the conversation. If it is indeed Sir, I doubt it would willingly reveal its true identity. Hit it with lightning. I have an idea. Fight it! We use lightning on the console again, but we make it stronger. Much stronger. At that moment, should the unit exhibit a reaction that could suggest that it has a connection to Sir? An inspired idea. I dare say it is worth a try. I had a feeling you'd be on board. This time you must allow me to do the honors. I will stand guard in case your incantation draws sentries to the scene. For my part, then, I will approach our suspect and divert its attention. During which time, Evangeline, I want you to observe it closely for anomalous behavior. I should mention that shortly before you return, an Omicron appeared from the same direction. Rather than entering the outpost, however, it headed off towards the console. At first, I assumed it was a unit on patrol, but perhaps that could only be our errant Omicron. We must seek it out and begin our operation at once. Alright, Alphino and I will stand by at the council. When it's time, I'll unleash a veritable storm. Chickens ready? Okay. I'll end the cutscene, go to the quest objective, and then put the BRB up. This will work, I'm sure of it. After all, our comrades are watching over us. Come, my friend, let's find this doubt-plagued Omicron. Alright, where's the objective? It is over there. Let's go wait over there. No! I have chicken wraps to make. Do not aggro upon me. These things are a pain in the ass because you have no idea where they are facing. Yeah, fuck off. Okay. Here's a good view to BRB on. There we go. Okay, let me put some text up on the screen. Okay, everyone. I will be back in 10, 20, 30 minutes, something like that. But I will be back, and we will finish Endwalker tonight. That is going to happen tonight. Everyone, We've been streaming for a long time. Lots of people have been watching for a long time. Make yourself some food. Make yourself some food. Get yourself some water. Rest up if you need to, but I will be back, okay? You're gonna make some food yourself? Alright, go enjoy your food, alright? Thank you. I will be back, okay? See y'all in some minutes. 10 to 20 to 30. Okay, bye. Boo. Hi. I'm here. Wrap has been constructed and eaten. And all is good, and I have more water. What the hell is that? Nice Yojimbo Chocobo. All is well and good. It was a really yummy wrap. I put hot sauce in it. It had chicken tenders and deli turkey and lettuce and onions and hot sauce and lacy Swiss. It was very yummy. I should probably take Be Right Back off of my screen. There we go. Alright, and now we continue to the end of Endwalker. Let's go. You're the one that was observing the tree, are you not? Well, glad I am to find you again. I have a question for you, you see, about the device that which sustains the tree. Provided it does not necessitate the disclosure of restricted information, very well. Gra has begun distracting the Omicron. Soon, Alizé will strike the console of lightning. I gotta observe? Alright, let's observe. Let us observe very carefully. Oh. Get zapped, I guess. All we've learned from this is that Graha's lightning is bitch tier. Objection! An anomaly, you say? Performing diagnostic, error confirmed. My connection to Central Command is suffering from intermittent failures. I must leave at once and present myself for maintenance at the nearest facility. You will excuse me. What you need, my friend, isn't maintenance. It is to confront the truth. When we spoke, our comrade struck the console used to communicate with Sir. That is the cause of your anomaly. You are connected to Sir, aren't you? Hey, is this thing gonna try and kill us? Affirmative. I told you the robots were good, Dahlia. To what end you sought to assert this fact, I do not know. But before we speak further, we must move away from the other units. I do not wish for them to know my true identity. Very well. Our friends are at the console. Let us head there. So this thing... Oh. Cameron70, thank you for the follow. This thing is in control. I would also assume that this thing is sapient, sentient, self-aware, whatever word you want to use. And it also really wants to die, I guess.
As you have surmised, I am part of the shared intelligence of Stigma 1. It is... was... my charge to determine the optimal path to achieving our prime function.
And now there's nothing left, huh?
This body had been abandoned by its former owner and lay unused. I took it and abandoned my own, and with it, my duty.
I really like how they made this robot's voice. The
May we
filters
ask
on it
why
are
you
really
did this?
cool.
From what we gather, it seems to be a personal matter.
Our kind did not always look as we do now. Long ago, we possessed frail and feeble bodies.
So these were people that turned into machines.
By stronger races, our ancestors took to augmenting their flesh in order to defend themselves.
Ah, cybernetics.
What began with limited parts eventually spread to the whole body, and at last, a means was discovered to convert the mind into data, rendering even the brain obsolete. Such complete mechanical beings were called the Omicrons, and by their might, we came to reign supreme over the star.
Okay.
But even then, we did not feel secure. For we knew that the universe was home to civilizations aside from our own. Civilizations that may be stronger still than us.
And this is why Omega came to Atheris to seek strength here as well.
We began our conquest of the stars, that we might acquire the resources and knowledge we needed to reign supreme. We were successful in that endeavor. So powerful did we become, we could lay low even the mighty dragons.
What you're bastards for, by the way? You guys suck.
But then something unexpected happened. I began experiencing an error. I could no longer determine an optimal path.
You were malfunctioning.
I performed numerous full system scans, each time finding no issues. Yet the error persisted.
There was just nothing left to do.
Then that I speculated. What could happen if we grew so powerful as to have no equal? To become stronger was essential to our existence. Our every action has been in service to this objective. But if nothing lies beyond this, can it be truly said that it was essential? Have we been engaging only in wanton destruction?
Yes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
You could find no threat to justify your purpose.
You've just been murdering people.
Will never leave this star. They will stand by until their reserves of energy is spent. For I have no path to offer them. None.
It is not our place to pass judgment on the deeds of the Omicrons.
Maybe we should tell them that we
But
fucked up
surely
Omega.
This does not have to spell the end of your people. With your power and knowledge, the possibilities are endless. Why not seek out a new purpose?
All we know is fight. Kill. Exterminate.
In the beginning, we had a higher purpose than our pursuit of power. But we lost sight of it when we so irrevocably altered our fundamental forms. When we cast aside our flesh, so too did we cast aside all that defined us. Nothing remains of who we once were.
So we have no idea what they came from then.
I have no aspirations. No longer can I dream. The vital spark is lost. Lost amidst circuitry and code and commands.
Fucking terrifying.
I believe I know how to overcome this despair.
Well, bye, Graha.
The words are ready in my mind, but ere I speak them,
Bye, Graha. Have fun being dead.
I want you to make me a promise.
Can
Be
you
it across
unclench your hands
time or
first?
space, our promises have always connected us. And so I ask that you indulge me once more, that this won't be the end.
No, sorry, Graha. You're super dead. You're perma-dead. I can't. Not again.
Forcing you through this again is the last thing I want, and I'm sorry. But we've never broken a promise to each other. So I ask that you have faith in us, and hear my request.
There is no us, Graha.
First, I want to visit Ishgard with you, properly. We scarcely had time to look around last time. I should like it very much if you could show me the sights. Next, you must regale me with your greatest adventures, in the places where you lived them, if possible.
You are asking a lot,
I may have read
Catboy.
about all your deeds, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. And last but not least, a new adventure together.
No!
Unlike any we've experienced before. We'll travel the lands, cross the seas, and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. And it will be marvelous. It will.
I'm not fist bumping you. I'm not fist bumping you. This isn't canon.
If you would humor me a moment. When we awaken each morning, how can
Maybe
we
I've
prove
made
that
it
we're the
obvious,
same
but I don't
individual
really
who
like
retired the
Graha.
night before?
He forces himself upon
Through the
us
remembrance of past
way
events,
too
we might say.
hard.
We have our memories, yet there are times when we forget or recall incorrectly. What of our bodies, then? It is the same one, we might say, yet technically speaking, as living beings, our bodies are constantly changing. It will never be as it was at an earlier point in time. Our souls are no more immutable. On our star, people are known to inherit the souls of others, yet they are decidedly different beings.
And now he goes on a philosophical speech.
For my part, I've subjected my totality to much and more. I've made my body into an extension of a tower, blended my soul and memories with those
I guess
of another
Graha
self.
can,
And each
kind
time
of,
I would ask myself,
sympathize
what
with
is
these
it
robots.
that makes me, me?
Were you able to determine an answer?
No.
Something,
But that doesn't
something,
mean I'm
ship of
confused.
Theseus.
It simply means I'm the same as everyone else. So I posit this. Who we were need not describe what we now hold in our hearts. Whatever came before, what matters most is the present. For me, that is being here with my friends, full proud of how much we've grown together. So I urge you to not give up. Heed your heart's desire and hope that the future you long for shall be realized.
Exterminate.
Cannot. We cannot. We cannot understand desire, nor comprehend hope. We do not know how to create such things.
Do it anyway.
We are not unlike, you and I. I too have struggled to find the courage to express and embrace my wants. If you like, I will tell you a tale. A tale of a world on the brink. Of a people who never gave up on the future.
Here
Of a
comes
man
the
who realized his
Shadowbringers recap.
grandest dreams, and then awakened to a grander reality.
I cannot take your hand. I have claws. Arr! See you, space cat boy. I am indeed one short for a trust. Aw, man. How the fuck is this gonna work? Oh, the crystal!
You idiot! Just once! Just once! Stay with us to the end!
Stop fucking dying! Oh, man. Oh, the fucking song. They all leave so easily as if it's nothing. How do they think we feel? The next time we meet, I'll give him such a flick, and that'll be just a start. Hello, world. Forge ahead. That crystalline path. Graha has paved it for us. Difficult as it is, we must carry on for our friends and all who await us in fate. So come, let us seek the path's beginning. It appears to be near the outpost. Man, this music! Over here. Yeah, it's the outpost. Remember how desolate the music was at the beginning? Just a dying radio? And now we just got a straight up fucking ballad going on. Damn. Look, Evangeline, a portal has opened. It will surely deliver us true. It must. These two are all I have left now. Alizé and Alphino, they're all that's left. The arms dealer, thank you for the follow. That sounds illegal. Oh, man. Well, here's where the path begins, and it ascends to dizzying heights. Let us make our way one sure step at a time. Our friends got us this far. Their courage, their strength, their wisdom, their love. We owe it to them to continue, no matter how long it takes. Oh, man. It's always been these two. It's us three now. We're all that's left. I gotta protect these fucking kids. Else their dad's gonna kill me. Oh, here we go. Enter the conversation circle. Listen to the silence. Thancred would scout the road ahead. Y'shtola and Orianger would trade opinions on esoteric subjects. Graha would join in this discussion or else chat with me and Alizé about the mission. Estinian would be at the rear, apart yet present. All the while, you would come and go, wherever you were needed, and together we would travel. All I can hear are my footfalls, my heartbeat. It's so much quieter now. The fact we can breathe and continue on is proof that the others are still with us. They are, aren't they? Is there more over here, I wonder? It's a trope with the slow decay of your party was done so well. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you're right. The very beginning. On the for me it was a carriage because I started in Gridania. It was just me. It was just Eve, Alizé, and Alphino. Well, it was Eve, Frey, Alizé, and Alphino. Well, back then, Eve had white hair. The innumerable lights that shine in the distance. To think they all could have birthed civilizations. To think that everything they built has gone to dust. Their people's lost to despair. The stars floating in this sea of midnight. Ours is a lonely aberration. And yet, no matter how many worlds have met their ends, with you and Alizé beside me, there's nothing I fear. No ocean so vast I cannot cross. Those broken stars I see, shattered, ruptured, unraveled. I wonder if they're also worlds recreated at their ends. The sight of them fills me with a sorrow I cannot describe, and a truth I cannot deny. Birth and death, whence we came and where we will return, a wheel from which there is no escape. Filled with so many emotions right now. This entire story was just godly. It still is godly. We're not done yet, but soon we will be. We need to see where it's going. Back on the path. The portal is barely visible from up here. Truly, we've come far, much farther than would have been possible had we kept chasing perfect ideals as we did in the past. It is because we have known failure and frustration that we have learned and grown from them, that Hydaelyn has entrusted us with this mission, with the fate of the very star. It's all a dream, isn't it? A long, elaborate dream. Any moment now, I'll wake up in my bed, still a student, grandfather alive. I'll go about my day, relieved as the fragments of that other life fade away. That would be a happiness, wouldn't it? That none of it... No, no. I won't give up these experiences. Good and bad, they are mine. They are me. Oh, 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 oh. Man. Oh, man. Rest assured I'm fine, but thank you for your concern. What of yourself? But we can't afford to be too leisurely, neither need we rush unduly. We've crossed an impossible distance to stand where we are now, and we're but a few steps away from journey's end. It will be over before we know it. It will be, won't it, chat? Be over before we know it. Me? Oh, I still have plenty of legs left in me, don't you worry. It's you I'm worried about. You always push yourself so hard for us, for everyone. And while we're here, we'll make sure to bear our share of the burden. Oh my god. I can't stop looking down. We're almost to the dead star. The path ahead. Well, this is it. The end of the path and the beginning of whatever awaits. There will be greater hardships. We may be made to feel powerless. Yet come what may, let us have no regrets. No, let us have pride in what we have achieved. In what we achieved, and how it changed us for the better. That's worth fighting for, and dying for, as they did. There are some structures up ahead. Still a ways to go before we reach the dead sun. Given all this, I know how naive it must sound to hope it all works out somehow. Still, you'll forgive me if I wish for it all the same. And for you most of all. Not that you of all people need it. It's just that after all the help you've given me, for once I want to be the one to help you. Fuck. This is a lot, y'all. This is a lot. Here we are. The end. The necropolis. And just like that, the music has ended. And all that's left is absolute horizon. The name of the dungeon, no doubt. Ugh. This is almost... What is... Like a bar. Normal? Not unlike many cities we know, but it's deathly quiet. What is this? Mayhap the inhabitants are within the buildings, or invisible to our senses. Wrong on both counts. There is simply no one here. You fucking freak me out, child! Meteon! You scare the fuck out of me! Oh, hell. This is how I found it when I arrived. Another star which once pulsed with life, but no longer. How it ended, I do not know. Invasion, sickness, suicide. None can say. None live to speak for the dead. They are gone. Gone. Search all you like, but you'll only end up turning back. Oh, this is scary. Hey, how's Trix? You were a lot nicer last I remember you. You were a good girl. You think you've caught me? This form is barely a drop from the ocean that swells within the dead sun. Even so, I could easily unmake you. You are only still alive because of your comrades, but they cannot protect you forever. Until they fade away, I'll satisfy myself with watching you try and fail to find a way out of this lifeless place. Okay. Okay. If what Meteona says is true, what are we supposed to do? If there is no one here, then neither should there be a motion to bar our way. Yet Meteon seems convinced we'll turn back. What riddle is this? Oh boy! You're not alone. Wow, I love Final Fantasy IX. Whatever Meteon may have said, we should confirm it with our own eyes. We need to have a look around. Indeed. At the very least, it doesn't appear to be a sprawling place like those before. If we split up, it shouldn't take too long to cover the area. What is this place? Just dead. Is this Xanarkand? There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Perhaps you could try calling out. Hello? If anyone has heard you, they do not respond. The deathly silence. Even in the music, there's no music at all. Only silence. This place is reminiscent of a bar, but neither patrons nor staff are anywhere to be seen. Egg-shaped containers line the vessels, with loose views sitting on the counter. Vessels for the beverages in all likelihood. A venue bustling with activity, until it was not. I am legitimately frightened. Oh. This shit. The object resembles a tree and appears to have been fashioned from a stone-like material, erected in place of an actual tree, which serves some other purpose, perhaps. Regardless, there was no one left to explain. Tell the story. Were it not for the thick layer of dust, one could imagine someone drinking from these cups but moments ago. Man, I love cosmic horror. Though set slightly off the ground, this appears to be a door, while the objects to the left could be letterboxes. The door is rusted shut, and the film of dust all over suggests no one has come through in a long, long time. Necropolis. In the distance, you glimpse Alize picking her way through the ruins, but otherwise spy no signs of life. If anyone can hear me, say something. Your call echoes faintly before being swallowed by the silence. There's 20 people watching right now. I'm real happy. Thank y'all for joining me here for the end. Hey, Alize! How's this planet corpse treating you? Kinda looks like a bridge, doesn't it? Or a road. Evangeline, take a look at this. The road was a little longer. We could take it to just beneath the dead sun. But I suppose this is where the reconstruction ends. How about you? Did you find anything of interest? Emptiness. Death. Void. I see. I noticed the same things. Cups left upon tables, chairs out of place. I don't know what happened here, but I do know I don't want to be alone anymore. We've searched enough for now. Let's find Alphino and compare what we've learned. What are we even going to do here? Oh, whoops. Place is completely... Oh, oh, finally some sound or another.
Did you find anything?
No?
No. This place is completely deserted. And I can't see how we're supposed to move on from here.
I guess you're not supposed to.
Neither can I. It's quite the quandary. There are no denizens to bar our path, yet there is no way forward.
There's Meteon. Meteon is here to bar your path. You gotta talk to
For
her.
another mystery, we did find signs of very recent life. You'd swear everyone just vanished into thin air. I wonder how many ruined worlds like this has Meteon seen.
Completely empty.
Ah. Could it be?
Uh-oh.
Yes. Yes, I believe I may have puzzled this out.
Uh-oh, are you gonna sacrifice yourself?
Despite how it appears, it's no different this time. There is someone here who has wished for this ruin. And I believe that together, Alize and I can overcome their will.
You're gonna leave Eve alone? Stop. Not another word.
I'm sorry, but there is a chance, and I must seize it. For everyone. And for myself.
No!
I will not pretend otherwise. I have my fears. Not for myself, but for you. The last to remain.
Eve's entire family has been taken from her.
You are no stranger to carrying the burden of others. But I can only imagine how heavy the weight would be this time. As your friend, I cannot bear the thought of making you suffer so.
Then why suggest such a thing?
Yeah, this fucking sucks, man!
It's too much to ask of anyone, even her. Why must she be the one? Why must she fight alone?
Because we're the protagonists!
More than a hero. She's a dear friend. Not only to us, but to so many others. There are so many people in the world who care for you, and yet... And yet...
They have to do it, don't they?
Alize, I have an idea. Given the nature of this realm, it may be possible to do more than unbar our friend's path. We might also pave her a new one. For instance, a path where she finds happiness at journey's end. This much, I think we can believe with the utmost conviction, no matter how deep our despair.
Do this.
So please, believe in us too, and press on. Thank you. What are you?
You're really
If the
gonna
plan's
leave her all
decided,
alone.
then let's not dally.
Ah, there you are. It was as I said, was it not?
It was. We couldn't find anyone. But this place isn't entirely deserted, is it?
Huh.
You are here.
That's what I said. I told you.
You sought out a star of promise and found a ruined husk. Like us, you explored the devastation. Like us, you were stricken. Horrified by the thought that so many lives could be snuffed out as if they were worth nothing. And the thought that you would have to bear the terrible tidings to Hermes. That which you saw and felt, you shared with your sisters, as did they share their own grim findings with you. Overcome by the pervasive despair of these stars, some of you inadvertently ushered their peoples to their ends. Knowing the horrors you know, anyone would feel the same. They would fear what lies ahead and struggle to move forward.
Fear. I had forgotten that such a thing existed. So focused have I been on shepherding despair.
If you can remember, then you can still face and overcome your own fear.
Why would I bother with such an insignificant emotion? If the despair I command is as a raging river, then fear is but a trickling stream.
Because it's your emotion instead of everyone else's. You've been saturated. You've been saturated by so many others' emotions that you've forgotten.
With the Lyra, yes? Heard their tale of what awaits the universe.
That's creepy. That's creepy.
It's true.
That's creepy.
The stars grow colder and more distant. Eventually, all will enjoy frozen solitude. Using the power of Dynamis, I'm hastening that process. In so doing, nothing will be born ever again. Everyone will remain dead. Alas, it will take time for that to happen. So in mercy, I sent you my gift, to spare you needless suffering. Don't worry. Even if no living witnesses remain to mark the event, I'll make certain that Atheris has a proper end.
For all the power you wield, You're more fearful than the familiar you used to be. That Meteion feared simply to move forward. But your fear is such that you've given up on everything. I know it well. That sense of defeat. I've tasted my fair share of it. But as many times as we've fallen down, we've learned how to pick ourselves up and carry on. We take each other's hand, share in each other's courage, follow in each other's footsteps, and turn sorrow into strength.
Coil's music!
There are times when we fail. We bear wounds that do not heal. But these experiences are part of life, and they make us stronger. We rise, fall, and rise again.
Oh, fuck.
Don't worry about us. You must take the next step.
Golden Bahamut.
And all the rest after that.
Okay. At least this isn't gonna be... at least this isn't gonna be ultimate. Oh, shit. At least this won't be Coil's ultimate. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. And then Evangeline was alone. Not even Heidelin is with her now. She is completely alone.